Fridge riddles gone wild. So last month, my roommate Dan decided he was going to start meal prepping to save money. I thought this just meant he'd fill the fridge with identical Tupperwares of chicken and rice, but that was wishful thinking. Instead, he started making elaborate dinners, storing the leftovers, and sticking neon sticky notes with cryptic warnings like "Do not eat unless you have solved the riddle." At first I thought he was just trying to be cute, but after I failed to answer "What's red, saucy, and not yours?" Spoiler, it was his lasagna, I realized he was dead serious. Things escalated quickly. By the third week, Dan had turned the fridge into a full-blown escape room. "Want some milk?" First, answer, "I go in coffee, I make you less grumpy, but if you touch me without permission, you'll be jumpy." I guessed sugar, and he called it close enough, then handed me a shot glass of milk like it was a rare whiskey. I tried to protest, but he insisted that these fridge riddles were building my brain power. Meanwhile, I was getting hangrier by the day. One night, after a long shift, I staggered home, craving leftover pasta. The only thing in the fridge was Dan's infamous Tupperware, labeled "Solve me to eat me, what's yellow and hides in the fridge?" I was too tired to think, so I texted my mom for help. She's good with crosswords. She responded, "Is it old cheese?" That was not helpful. I even considered just ignoring the riddle, but Dan booby-trapped the Tupperware with a bike lock. I was one step away from calling a locksmith when inspiration struck. In a last-ditch effort, I muttered, "Pandora's box?" Suddenly, Dan burst from his room, clapping like I just won Jeopardy! He unlocked the container, handed me the pasta, and said, "Congrats. You've unlocked carbs and a terrible pun." At this point, I realized living with Dan is basically the Hunger Games, except in this version, you only survive if you're good at dad jokes.